On a beautiful night as the sun began to set and a light, cool breeze was in the air, the Henrietta cruise ship set sail on April 28, 2015, to help raise funds for WRAAP, Wilmington's residential adolescent achievement place, and celebrate 8 years of service in the community. The guests and supporters embarked on a night of fun and entertainment under the stars as they boarded the Henrietta cruise ship while supporting an award-winning nonprofit youth program.
Live Oak being able to help sponsor this unique opportunity to get kids out on the water. I mean, they see the river and they see the ocean and they see all that great water around us, but you know, some of them may never have been out on actually the water and seen Wilmington and the ports and all the things that you can see in a totally different perspective from the water versus from the land looking out onto the water. So I think it's going to be a great time. I know there'll be some Live Oak people involved in helping out and being on the cruise, and we're looking forward to it.
Based on the kids and helping others, WRAAP has a great story where they bring the kids in and try to build up their character, build up their morale. What I love so much about it is that not only they feeding their mind, they give them something in the stomach too. They feed them also, and that helps a whole lot. Because you know, a lot of times with some of my kids coming from low-income homes, that sometimes that they go to school just to get fed sometimes. And it's not that with all the kids, don't get me wrong, it's not that with all the kids, but it does help. Because it's hard to learn if you're hungry. If your stomach growling loud and the teacher talking, it's kind of hard to get a little understanding. So, you know, that helps along. And that's one thing that two working together, I felt like it was a great combination. That I felt like that it would help them in the long run. Because, you know, coming and trying to tell someone and help them and they're hungry, it ain't going to be able to get cross that. Because they thinking about their stomach, you trying to tell them what's 2 + 2 ain't gonna count.
I don't do charters, donated charters or discounted charters for nonprofits or anything unless I meet them, and I gotta believe in what they're doing. And I met Daryl and we talked about it, and he explained his program to me as to what he was trying to do, and I liked it. I think that's part of the answer to the problems, some of the problems that we have. And so we've got involved in it and been involved in it ever since.
We pride ourselves at Front Street Brewery in giving back to our community. Originally, we've been very charitable throughout the years. Our owner took over in 2006, and since then, we believe that tying into the hometown of Wilmington and doing things in the downtown area as well as the surrounding areas is a big deal for us.
Festivities during the 2-hour trip along the Cape Fear River included food and refreshments, live entertainment, a silent auction, and special drawings. Other highlights included presentations and special recognition to youth advocates, business sponsors, and the presentation of the first annual Cruisin For Kids College Scholarship Award.
And then when Daryl started the Cruisin For Kids with the WRAAP organization, he got in with our owner, Tom Harris, and asked if we'd like to join forces with him. So we're the official, we supply all the food and cater the event for him on the Henrietta.
Our priorities in giving are threefold. We want to help those that don't quite have the opportunity or not quite as fortunate as a lot of us are. We want to help healthcare, and we want to help any program that our Live Oak employees are involved in. Those are the three priorities. So getting involved with WRAAP meets just about all three of those. Number one, it allows us to help out where help is needed, number one. Number two, healthcare. Anytime that you can help nourish, help advance, help give young people things that they normally would not be able to have, that's important. And I know we have 3 or 4 or 5 Live Oak employees involved directly with the WRAAP program, so it meets all the criteria.
We're in business and we're here to make money. But most of all, what we want out of our business, what we consider success, is when the community accepts the business and they think of it as part of Wilmington and part of them, and they consider it their boat. And I see WRAAP very much the same way. If we can get that message across, you know, that they can help make a difference, the public. And that's what I hope our part in it will do for WRAAP.
It just takes one person trying to do something positive into one other child's life. And Daryl doesn't that. Daryl, who runs the WRAAP program, he doing that one child at a time. Don't build the blocks that he's laying down, that foundation, come back and it'd be reaped 20, 30 years. And they say, oh, somebody helped me. Let me try to help somebody else. So it's a continual own thing that they try to do. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help one another. We ain't here just for us. We're here to help one another. And that's what Daryl's doing every day in those kids' lives.
Some of these kids just need something to do after school. You know, in this day and age, a lot of parents are stuck at work later and later. I know myself, I'm not a parent, but my boss does have 2 children and he's here sometimes 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. You know, these kids need to have something to do, and you need to bring on the people that are going to replace myself in 20 years. It's very important to the community to bring them along and show them that the community cares about them, so that way they can pass that along to the generation after them.
As you get in business, when you first start particularly, you're struggling, you're just trying to make a living. But as you get established, then you need to try to put back into the community some kind of effort that will make the community better, because in the long run, that's what's best for you as a business. And that's why I think that businesses should. The better we can make Wilmington, the better our businesses are going to be. And that's why they need to be involved.
WRAAP has responded to the needs identified by the courts, schools, parents, youth, and community leaders. Since inception, the nonprofit's mission is to bridge the educational and social gaps that exist among our youth, family, and communities.
I like the fact that WRAAP takes and brings in students from the local university at UNCW as well as Cape Fear Community College and kind of ties them into the whole program as well as part of their class schedule. That I think is important as well. Not only are we reaching out to the youngest and the smallest kids, but we're also bridging that gap between the 18 to 20-year-olds that are getting ready to hit the professional workforce. So I hope that it has a positive impact all the way around, and these kids that are getting ready to graduate college are starting to see how they're affecting, 5, 6, 7-year-olds as well.
The youth-based organization has received local and state recognition for impacting the lives of the at-risk children and families of New Hanover County. WRAAP was honored in March by the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina, which covers 34 counties of Eastern North Carolina, with the Top Community-Based Program Award.
Getting involved with the WRAAP program, which is a priority of us related to helping young people in Wilmington, particularly young people that don't quite have the advantages that everyone else should have. And so we initially got involved with a luncheon, feeding, food, helping out there on weekends. And then secondly, it's just important to us to make sure that we give to the young folks and give them the opportunity that they wouldn't have unless somebody was extending a helping hand. We just look for every opportunity, such as WRAAP, to get involved.
On behalf of WRAAP Board of Directors, staff members, and volunteers, we would like to thank the guests for joining us for a night of fun on the Henrietta cruise ship, and also acknowledge the corporate sponsors of Cape Fear Riverboats, Live Oak Bank, Front Street Brewery, Past, Present, Future Digital, Church's Chicken, and the UNCW Data Sigma Fraternities, Zeta Omega Chapter, for their support.
We enjoy doing it. We like to see things with somebody with an idea start like we did with just an idea and make something happen. And I feel like that WRAAP and Daryl being behind it, I think that's what he's doing. I think he's paid his dues and he's making a difference, and we want to be a part of that.
If you would like to support WRAAP's Cruisin For Kids fundraiser event or learn more about WRAAP, please call 910-392-6007 or visit nc-wrap.com.